Hi everyone. Most of you that have been on here for a while know tomorrow is the day. My Berkeley audition. For those of you that do not know Berkeley College of Music, it's one of the biggest music schools in the world. Like, anybody can do the online classes, but when you have an audition and you actually get picked by them, like Juilliard or Harvard or something, like, yeah, it's big like that. And I have bets on me. Like, people have heard me sing, and they're like, there is no way in the world that you're not going to get this. I've had auditions for The Voice. I've had auditions for AGT. Now, mind you, my life is up on that stage. I have been singing forever. And knowing that I'm reaching somebody, getting the crowd involved, everything, dude, this is my life. I don't do this for money. Even though people say you need to stop putting buckets out there and collecting money. I said, listen, I don't want money from this. I do it because I know it reaches people and it's making people happy and it's saving lives. This is why I do this. I got a computer donated to me when I was young. Like, I found my talent for writing in a partial hospitalization program. My friend said, you should write something, get creative. Well, I wrote something. They threw a computer at me. Now, mind you, I was 10 years old. Nobody believes a 10-year-old wrote this poem. Okay? Nobody. But they threw a computer at me and they're like, you need to do this for a living. And so I was writing for years and years and years. I had a publisher in high school. I was working on 3 books. I put my poem, the first poem I ever wrote, the one they threw a computer at me for, I put that in a contest and I won. And everybody wanted my fucking autograph. Like, I've written things for everything. I have, they did tests on me because they're like, there's something wrong with this kid. Because my home life wasn't exactly the greatest growing up. It was like World War III or something. And, I was reading 240-page books at 4 years old. They're like, this is not normal. Dad, there was something wrong with me. You know what was wrong with me? I'm a genius in English. That's what was wrong with me. And that explained the poems and everything. Yeah. Like, this is how bad I am. I won't even care how good a book is and how much I'm enjoying it. If there is a freaking mistake in that book, that is already published. And mind you, it's been proofread and everything. I'll be disgusted. I'll throw it aside, and I'm like, I really want to finish this book. But I was really that bad. Like, my OCD with this fucking, with spelling and fucking punctuation and everything. I have got nothing except straight A's in English, literature, everything else. If I ever got anything less, I think I'd be mortified. Like, I know words that I like to use words to confuse people. Because, they don't know what the hell I'm even talking about. I'm a pain in the ass, don't mind me. But I play the guitar, the drums, the violin, and the piano as well. I started off with the violin in school. And the whole reason I got into singing was, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Stepmom, but if you go and watch that part where they're singing in the bedroom and then just throwing shit around and like singing into hairbrushes and everything like that. That's how I started. And I was taking music classes out of my voice teacher's house, who is now impossible to get near. She was actually a graduate from Berkeley, and she was an opera singer on Broadway. She's impossible to get near now. But I've had production offers. I was working in the mental health field for a while. My favorite job was probably Express Yourself. It's working with kids in group homes, and we put on a huge free show to support mental health awareness. Though, let me tell you something. I was in those shows, and then they wanted to hire me because I've been in the system myself. You know, they deemed me a lost cause at one point, but my mother failed to tell everybody what the fuck she was doing at home. And, you know, I went into blackouts, I got violent, yada, yada, yada. But she never told nobody that, and it wasn't until I did the inner work, and I'm like, it was fucking her. I wasn't the crazy one. Now, mind you, I beat the system. I went from being a complete lost cause to them not being able to find nothing wrong with me. I can work. Mind you, I am very traumatized. I have depression, anxiety. I'm fucked up. But, I mean, it started so early in life that I'm just used to it. Like, I function. Like, I am very functionable. But it created a lot of trust issues, all that fucking other happy horse shit. You know, like, I am difficult to deal with, but, I mean, I'm also a fucking, like, I would describe myself as a Victorian era romantic. Like, I don't love the way this world does. As a matter of fact, I don't even understand what their concept of love is. They're desperate. And trying to date in this fucking world is like, you give somebody a compliment, they think you're hitting on them. You be nice to them, all of a sudden they think you're going to save them and they latch on to you. That's the joys of working in this fucking field too, is because they become attached to you. Yeah, and then they become obsessed, and they think you're gonna. Don't even get me started. I love what I do. Honest to God, mostly I work with autistic now. I love those kids. I fucking love them to death. Those are my kids. I had to stop for a while because of heart problems. I'm in recovery. I was doing stupid shit for 4 years, going on a run with my ex, and it wasn't until I got away from her dumbass that I almost died and shit. Like, honest to God. But I haven't had no contact with her 2 years now. She still follows me. She gave me her number one time, and she was shocked as shit that I didn't even hit her up. But yeah, that chapter is over, and I never thought I'd get over it. Honest to God, I thought I was gonna die. I almost did die when I was with her. But yeah. Working in the system, I've met Blue Man Group, perform with them, Stomp, perform with them. I've done so much with my life, and I'm only 37. And, you know, everything I do everything with pure intentions. I don't do anything for my own benefit. Like, if I do it, it's pure. It is fucking pure. A lot of it I had to stop though, because, you know, I was starting to call myself Bank of America. But it's been a phenomenal, very, very hard journey, but it's getting better. Like, and you know, I have bets on me for Berkeley and everything else. Like, there's not a single dislike on my YouTube, and there's over 100 videos. Tell me how. They say your purpose, your passion is part of your purpose. And music keeps calling me, so I'm very grateful. I'm also very scared about tomorrow, but I don't have a single person that doesn't think I'm going to get this. And I do have quite the range, so wish me luck.